Pleasant good evening, everybody, from the Proving Grounds in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. It is time for Lacrosse here in the NCSLL, the Nicholas Kaluri Summer Lacrosse League. In the finals, as we have the Propeller Alera Group versus True Platform, and the Propeller Alera Group wins the opening face. Well, they looked like they were going to win the opening face-off, and indeed they will. That face-off won by Sam DeTrolio, Suraj Sharma with the ball to get things started. Actually, it's going to be True who has the ball to get things started. Walker Schwartz heading over to the sideline, and it will be turned over, and it will belong to Propeller Alera. Coming across midfield, Jonathan Gillette swings it over to Regan Taché, as Propeller Alera will set up their offense. This is going to be a 15-minute running clock with breaks between quarters and a 4-minute halftime. Coming in, here's Brett Berge. If you know that name, you know lacrosse, you know the name of Berge, especially in Philadelphia. We'll get into that a little bit more, as this one is Taché. Backs out, starts to go back in, now behind the cage. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Shot is saved. The shot taken by Pat McDermott. Scored 7 goals this past season for Susquehanna. Back behind the cage, Dean Gillette. Gillette trying to work his way in, has it jostled loose. He's getting the cause turnover there is Thomas Gallagher. And now it'll be True Platform trying to bring the ball up the pitch. I want to correct that. That was Dean Shacklett who had the cause turnover there. Mark McKeon. Down low to Sharma. Sharma behind the cage. He's looking to attack one-on-one. Cuts it to the middle. Shot, score! So, True Platform on the board first. So we're waiting for him to turn around to see the number. So you got the replay going on right here, as scoring that one was Owen Black. Played 4 games for Delaware last season. Sam DeTrolio and Jake McCarthy in the face-off circle, and the face-off is won by DeTrolio. Right side, Dean Gillette. Gillette with the underhand flip to Brett Berge. Berge with the hesitation step. Shoots, it goes wide. Ground ball picked up by Propeller Alera. Mankowski around the outside for Berge, rips it and scores. Berge with the goal, and we are knotted at 1 apiece. That was a rocket. Credit the assist to Taché. As let's take a look at this one again, as he just ripped that one top left corner, and we are knotted at 1-1. And it's DeTrolio and McCarthy in the face-off, and the face-off is won by DeTrolio, picked up by the long stick Mankowski. Dean Gillette goes over to Taché. Taché way up at the top right now. He goes right side for Berge. Berge backs away, tries to get the angle on his defender, Walker Schwartz. Pass up top, Taché, score! Taché ripped it from deep, and it is 2-1 Propeller. We'll take another look at that one. I mean, those are two absolute rockets so far. By Propeller Alera, one from Berge and one from Taché, and Propeller Alera leads it 2-1. DeTrolio wins the faceoff again, scooped up by Mankowski. DeTrolio now 3 for 4 on faceoffs today. So here's Berge again, comes to the tough angle. A little bit of a lighter shot this time, saved, and the ground ball picked up by Cole Klieger. Back to the goalie, Luke Tabasso. Propeller Alera in black, True Platform in right. Again, this is the championship game of the NCSLL. Right side, Matthew Morris gives it on to the left. Where Josh Smith fires wide. Play backed up by TJ Schillingford. So True Platform will keep possession. Up top for Morris. Morris gets the step. Tries to pass it into the middle for Smith. Smith's going to rip it sidearm, saved. As Nate Hudgens comes up with the save. He's got some of the most experience on this team at the collegiate level. He's played 28 games in the last 2 seasons at Arcadia University in Glenside. As the ball brought back up to midfield where Taché has it. Taché. He's going to drive in, take the shot, and it is blocked off. Here comes True Platform the other way, going right to left on your computer screen. Pass up ahead for McKeon is too far. It'll go out of bounds, and the ball will belong to Propeller Alera. So we approach the midway mark of this first quarter. Here's Berge. Up ahead right side for Dean Gillette. Gillette has done a lot of facilitating in this game. Hasn't gotten an assist as yet. As he takes the shot there, it goes off the post and is picked up off the ground by Tabasso. So here's True Platform coming the other way. Behind the cage for Smith. And now out for Schillingford. Schillingford backs it out to midfield. And True Platform will make a couple of switches. It's Owen Black, who has the only goal for True Platform to this point. Starts to move out to the top of the fan. Left side, it's Schillingford. Schillingford trying to go in one-on-one against Sharma. Sharma not giving him any ground. Turn and fire, bounce shot. I think it rolled up the arm of Hudgens before it ticked off the post. Long ground ball picked up by Klieger. In transition, driving all the way in, shot wide by Ty Gaugler. Gaugler, one of the younger players in this game, just finished up at Springfield High School. He'll be heading to Drexel University. Here's Black, rips it and scores. So Owen Black with both goals so far for True Platform, and we are knotted at 2 goals apiece. That ball worked around well. Black just kind of saw that opening and was able to slide it through. Didn't have a ton of pace on it, but it was perfectly placed lower left. Knotted it 2 apiece. DeTrolio wins his 4th faceoff already today. Jonathan Gillette. Through Pat McDermott over to Berge. Berge waiting for another attackman to come on. And coming on is Taché. Taché's already got a goal and an assist today. Nearly had another goal saved, picked up. And we're going to have a crease violation. So it'll go back to true platform. I want to correct what we've been saying. It is not Taché with the goal and the assist. His shot is high by Mark McKeon. It is actually Griffin McGovern. The number had peeled a little bit, but now able to see the C for Cornell on the helmet for McGovern. Shot and score. That's Ty Gaugler with his first of the game. First goal for true platform that isn't scored by Owen Black, and true platform goes up 3-2. Another face-off won by DeTrolio. Worked all the way back behind the net. Sharma had to make a little bit of a hop to catch that one for Propeller Alera. Under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. This ball sticked away, and it is picked up. Still loose. Was picked up for a moment by Klieger. And it'll wind up being Venzi with it. Dean Gillette. McGovern. Now Gillette. Gillette with the shot and score. Dean Gillette, 11 goals for Messiah in 2023. Knots it up at 3-3. Made a nice move to the outside. Got his defender moving a little bit back and forth. Face-off is won by true platform. McKeon picking up the ground ball. He's wasting no time. Lost it. Ground ball scooped up by Gaugler. Ty Gaugler, that is. Josh Smith. So we approach 1 minute remaining in this first quarter. It's been a good one. Back and forth action. Luke Wallstrom goes behind the net and in front of the net now to McKeon, who comes away with the goal. Gaugler went behind the net. I think it was Smith with basically a touch pass there. .20 seconds left. Face-off violation. It'll belong to Propeller Alera. They've got to move. There's only 13 seconds to go. So here's McGovern. McGovern's going to have to do something. Tries to get through the defense. It's knocked loose. And that's how the first quarter ends with the score. True Platform 4 and Propeller Alera 3. The HEADStrong Foundation would like to thank all of the sponsors of the Nicholas Kaluri Summer Lacrosse League for their support this season. We can't wait to welcome everyone back next year. Proceeds from the NCSLL, including the money raised by the teams, will be instrumental in allowing the HEADStrong Foundation to strengthen the mission of the organization on behalf of local families and those displaced to the greater Philadelphia region in the pursuit of life-saving cancer treatment. So we have a 2-minute break between the first and second quarter with our score True Platform 4, Propeller Alera 3. Here at the Proving Grounds in Conshohocken. The teams set and retake the field for quarter number 2. Switch sides, so True Platform. We're moving left to right. In this second quarter, again, True Platform wearing the white uniforms. Propeller Alera wearing black. Detrolio won 6 out of 8 faceoffs in that first quarter, but this time it is McCarthy who wins the opening faceoff of the second quarter. It's True Platform starts this second quarter out on offense with that 4-3 lead, taking the shot and firing it wide is Mark McKeon, one of the goal scorers. Ball moved into the middle, backhand shot and a save made by Hudgens. That was Matthew Morris who just flipped that ball backwards, forced Hudgens to make a save. Kind of a sneak shot there. Hudgens almost turned it over. Scooped up by McDermott, though. Berge is going to have to pull back and reset the offense here. McGovern back out to Taché. Coming onto the field, Jonathan Gillette. So he'll get the long stick, Zach Mankowski. Taché using the screen for McGovern, rips it wide. Back up by McDermott. So Propeller Alera will keep control. A little less than 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Berge going out wide. Goes with the sidearm shot wide. Once again, backed up by McDermott. McGovern. Getting held up defensively by Walker Schwartz. Gets the shot off, but it is saved by Tabasso, and here comes True Platform the other way. Quickly in transition, shot and score. take another look at this one. I think that was Luke Wallstrom with the goal there. DeTrolio with the win on the faceoff. Ball is knocked out of the stick of McDermott and picked up by Shillingford. Gets it to the goalie. Goalie looking to move it forward. That's Tabasso. Now true platform. Having trouble controlling the ball, and it is picked up by Wallstrom. Quick shot there by Brett Gaugler. And the save made by Hudgens. But then Jonathan Gillette unable to get out of trouble. It's turned over. Long shot, skip shot wide by Wallstrom. Hudgens was closest to it, so Hudgens and TJ Jankowicz both in the area. All across midfield. Still got a long stick out there. Couple of them. Now the ball back to McGovern. McGovern gets it over to Taché. McGovern. Near side McDermott. Those three play catch. Taché. Sizing up his options against Mark McKeon. Still trying to go in on him. Bounces the shot up over the top. Backed up by Berge. Berge will get the restart going from beyond the end line. Trying to come around the other side. Backhand shot and score. Berge does it all on his own on that one. His second of the game. And Propeller Alera pulls closer. It's now 5-4. But they just did way too much to leave that left side, as you're looking at it, Berge's right side wide open. Face-off once again won by DeTrolio. Long pass back to his keeper, Hudgens. Hudgens tries to roll it off. And finally it will be picked up on the defensive side. Jankowicz. Onto the far side of the field and brought across, having trouble with the stick handling. Trying to flip it up and unable to get there. And then finally picked up by McGovern. McGovern. McDermott. Now up top to Gillette. Gillette, 11 goals and 7 assists in 11 games for Messiah in 2023. Works his way in. Shot, score! Dean Gillette with his first goal of the game, and we are tied at 5-5. That was a heck of an individual effort there. Gillette just worked his defender to no end and found the soft spot in the bottom right corner. So we are knotted at 5-5. Midway through this second quarter. Face-off is won by DeTrolio. Behind the back pass there. It's flipped up over the top to Shea. Back to Dean Gillette, who scored the most recent goal. Shea, right side for McGovern. McGovern goes around the pick from Shea. Left side McDermott couldn't handle it cleanly and now fights and scoops up the ground ball. Turnaround fire, Berge, it went off the post. Still loose in the crease. McGovern with the shot, and we're going to get a crease violation. It's going to go back the other way. Across the 6-minute mark in the second quarter. As they've done a couple of times, true platform trying to catch Propeller Alera napping in transition. This time they went a little bit too fast and threw it over the end line. Now the pass too far over the sideline. It'll go back to true platform. Quickly scooped up by Shillingford, and he's going to sprint into the attack zone before pulling up. Shillingford. McKeon. And now Smith. Smith trying to break down Gillette. He does get by him into the middle shot. I don't believe that save right there by Hudgens. That was point blank, turned around. Let's take a look at this one again because Smith got the perfect pass in, and Hudgens came up with the save right on the doorstep. That shot goes wide. Wallstrom throws on the brakes. Twirls and gets it behind the net to Smith. Smith surveying his options. He's going to try to take Gillette one-on-one. Realizes he doesn't have the size advantage. His pass is off the mark, but scooped up by Ty Gaugler. Coming in from the right side, shooting cross-body at Shillingford, and another save by Hudgens. Hudgens absolutely stood up tall on that offensive set. 3 shots and 2 outstanding saves. That was a full 2 minutes in the offensive end. And give some really good credit to the defense of Propeller Alera there for standing up for 2 full minutes. Now they're going to have to go back on defense again after that turnover. It's coming out of the cage is the keeper, Tabasso. Players trading off offense for defense and coming onto the field now. It's Owen Black. He's got 2 of the 5 goals for true platform. Right side, it's Gaugler. Gaugler goes behind the net. Wallstrom looking for his options, and then a behind-the-back shot by Brett Gaugler, who gives true platform the 6-5 lead. Wallstrom found the pass behind the net to the front, cutting across, going from his right to left, or his left to right, was Brett Gaugler, who went behind the back, for the goal. DeTrolio wins the faceoff, scoops up the ground ball himself, and then gets sandwiched. Ball comes loose. DeTrolio picks it up again, but in trying to get it out and shovel it away out of trouble, toss the ball into open space. There's 7 players in a scrum, and eventually it is picked up by Ty Gaugler. Shot is blocked coming from Morris. And there's the flag on what will probably be a cross check. Right now, no reason for True Platform to rush this. They could potentially, with that flag out on the field, if they don't score here, they can just burn the remainder of the clock as we just clocked under a minute. And then start second half on an EMO. I think they'd like to get the goal before then, though. The shot is bounced over the end line, and that's where we will have our stoppage. So there are actually 2 penalties there. 30 seconds apiece. And that is how the first half will end. With the score, True Platform 6, Propeller Alera 5. No one is prepared to hear the words, "You have cancer." When cancer hits home, it's important to know that you're not alone. Today, more than 4,500 families' lives will be changed forever with the news of a diagnosis. With more than 20 million people living with cancer, the HEADStrong Foundation is there to help them navigate their diagnosis with an improved quality of life and greater sense of normalcy. Visit headstrong.org today and help us to get ahead of cancer. The HEADStrong Foundation is a 501c3 committed to being a resource for cancer patients and their families, helping them to navigate the harrowing ordeal of cancer by providing essential services to improve quality of life. HEADStrong is an athletic-rooted organization that serves the cancer community by granting direct financial assistance to those financially impacted as a result of the disease by providing complimentary long-term housing and amenities for those traveling to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for cancer-related treatments through Nick's House, by serving family meals and offering outlets of entertainment for those receiving care at hospitals, by delivering comfort kits to hospitalized patients, and by lending an arm of support to their peer-to-peer advocacy group. The blueprints for the foundation were conceptualized by Nicholas Colluri in 2006 while he underwent treatment for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which ultimately claimed his life. Today, Nick's vision is being fulfilled through the relentless efforts of his family, athletes, and supporters across the country, uniting in the fight against cancer. For more information on the HEADStrong Foundation and how it is changing the game for families affected by cancer, please visit headstrong.org. Of course, as we mentioned, this is the NCSLL League Championship game. In 2022, the HEADStrong Foundation introduced the Nicholas Colluri Summer Lacrosse League, a competitive, structured, and professionally organized outlet for today's collegiate lacrosse players and tomorrow's business leaders from the greater Philadelphia region to train and play during the summer. The NCSLL is an 8-team summer league consisting of current D1, D2, and D3 collegiate men's lacrosse players. The league was divided into conferences, and the teams competed over the course of a 7-week regular season and 2 weeks of single elimination games in the playoffs to advance to the championship game. The NCSLL comprises more than 200 collegiate athletes from the greater Philadelphia region, representing 75 NCAA programs. The NCSLL is comprised of teams including Hinge Health, True, Alera Group, Cressa, New Spring Capital, Propeller, Razor Technology, Radnor Property Group, and Devon Construction. The goal is to foster professional networking opportunities for collegiate lacrosse players of the greater Philadelphia region through the game while demonstrating servant leadership through advancing the mission of the HEADStrong Foundation during their season of fundraising. As we mentioned, the half ended on a penalty, so True will wind up with the EMO to start this third quarter, leading 6-5. Penalties are over now, teams at even strength. Ball out to Josh Smith. Smith tries to bounce it, goes over the top. Wallstrom closest to the end line. Wallstrom brings it forward, turns and fires wide of the cage, and it is picked up by Hudgens. Still looking to try to scoop up the ball. And finally, it is picked up by McDermott. Propeller Alera moving from left to right. McDermott. Long shot. And a goal scored by McGovern. His second of the day. That was from way out. We are tied at 6-6. Face-off violation, and the ball will belong to True Platform. Moving from right to left in this 6-6 tie. Schwartz. Over to Wallstrom. Behind the net for Smith. So here comes Propeller Alera, Jonathan Gillette. Berge. And if that last name sounds familiar, is the son of Jake Berge, former Philadelphia Wings star, and the grandson of Eagles legend Bill Berge. Jonathan Gillette knocked off the ball. Dean Gillette comes onto the field. McGovern tried to find Taché, winds up picking up the ball again himself. McDermott back up to McGovern, over to Dean Gillette. Gillette with a goal. Marked by 2 defenders. Shea. Behind the cage to McDermott. McDermott bounces the shot. Picked up by Shea. Dean Gillette gets an open lane, shoots and scores. Dean Gillette with his 2nd goal of the game. Deked his defender to create his lane and then shot at a tough angle. Goalie had pretty much the entire near side of the cage covered, pretty much except for that one ball-sized area where Gillette was able to squeeze it through. Ball won on the faceoff by DeTrolio. Topley. To Shea. Six minutes gone in this 3rd quarter, and the only 2 goals so far by Propeller Alera. They've taken the 6-5 lead, or excuse me, 7-6 lead. Here's McGovern. McGovern with the skip step shot and the save made by Tabasso. Ball still loose and finally picked up by Owen Black. Black had the first 2 goals of the game for True Platform. Hasn't been able to come up with anything since, but here True Platform doing what they've done well all day long. And that is trying to get the ball ahead in transition as the pass for Wallstrom too far. The ball gets turned over to Propeller Alera. Long pass for Dean Gillette. Said he's as tall as he is, as Gillette gets it back from Mankowski. Brings it into the attacking zone. Gillette being hounded by Dom Rotura. Finally gives up the ball. Rotura up ahead for Black. Far side for Josh Smith, who will slow things down. Now the Propeller Alera has numbers. Smith and TJ Shillingford playing catch. Smith now moves down the right side, behind the net, and onto the near side for Wallstrom. Wallstrom turns back to the outside, shoots far side and scores. Luke Wallstrom, his 2nd goal of the game. He played in 19 games in 3 seasons at Penn State. Scored 14 goals. And finds the back of the net there. DeTrolio wins another faceoff. That hasn't been the issue today, as a long shot by the long stick. Venzi goes high. Shea with the backup. Shea. Off the stick of Berge. What a play by Dean Gillette to keep that one in the offensive zone. Otherwise, it would have been Wallstrom off to the races. The shot bounces wide. Again, Shea with the backup on it. Shea patiently behind the net. Now he takes the shot wide. McGovern with the closest two there. So shot saved again. Stabasso comes up big there. That time the backup coming from True Platform, so it's a quick turnaround shot and score. So we'll take a look at this one again. There's a long stick. Schwartz with the goal there. Another face-off win for Detrolio. McGovern. Has it out on the near side. Deeks and scores. McGovern with the hat trick. He's also got an assist today. And in this back and forth game, we are tied at 8-8. He just created that one all on his own. Being a left-handed shot on that helped. So we wind our way down to 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Detrolio with the face-off win. Being chased back by Schwartz. Sharma. This ball backed out now to Mankowski. Mankowski swings it to McDermott. Near side to Shea. Now back to McGovern. Again, McGovern, 3 goals and an assist today. Helping to lead the Propeller Alera offense. Dean Gillette. Gillette's got himself a couple of goals today. A couple of really nice goals as well. Gillette being defended one-on-one by Owen Black. Black has a pair of goals for True Platform. This ball into the middle. McGovern, his 4th goal of the game. It's a nice pass by Gillette from behind the net, and then McGovern just caught it at the top of the crease and ripped it. And now Propeller Alera goes back on top. Under a minute remaining, Detrolio wins the faceoff, tries to pass it back, and possession is kept by Propeller Alera. Mankowski. Right side, McGovern. McGovern splits the defender, shoots and scores. He's got 3 in a row. And now 5 in the game for Propeller Alera. Propeller Alera takes its first 2-goal lead of the game. And they're going to wave off the remainder of the third quarter, as it would have taken 10 seconds, and there were less than 10 seconds left to get out to midfield. What a game so far for Griffin McGovern. 5 goals and an assist. He's got his team 1 quarter away from the NCSLL title. For families displaced while pursuing comprehensive cancer treatment, the HEADStrong Foundation is proud to offer Nick's House, a guest family home which provides complimentary lodging and support when families need it most. Each participating player in the league was tasked with funding 1 night at Nick's House for a guest in order to participate. Learn more about Nick's House at headstrong.org. Did you know that 90 cents of every dollar contributed to the HEADStrong Foundation helps to fund services and programs to improve the quality of life for those affected by cancer? Donate today at headstrong.org. And we're all here for a great cause tonight. Working to raise money for the HEADStrong Foundation, which we've been telling you about all evening. There to help families when they need it the most when facing a cancer diagnosis. Fourth quarter coming up, a 2-goal lead for Propeller Alera. And the story almost really, he's been a good player all game, but really the story in the final 5 minutes of that third quarter is Griffin McGovern, who's up to 5 goals and an assist today. He's got Propeller Alera 15 minutes away from a championship in the NCSLL. There's been another part of the story today. That ball is loose. And finally scooped up by the goalie Hutchins. It's another face-off win. As Taché winds up picking up the ball as the keeper comes all the way across midfield with it. I was wondering if he was going to try to take it all the way in. I've only personally seen that one time. In a game between Widener versus Eastern. A couple of years ago when Carter Landry from Widener took the ball all the way in and actually scored as the shot by Berge is bounced wide. Eastern wound up winning the game, but still a cool moment for the Pride in that one. McDermott goes up top to McGovern. Why not? McGovern rips, fires wide. The backup there delivered by Walker Schwartz. So the ball will go back over to True Platform. Owen Black. Again, Black scored the first 2 goals for True Platform, but hasn't found the back of the cage since. Weaving his way through traffic, shooting and scoring is Mark McKeon. Well, he did everything he could to avoid a ton of traffic there. Brought it back to a 1-goal game. So again, DeTrolio and McCarthy in the face-off circle violation, and it'll be a face-off win for DeTrolio. Misfired pass, but it somehow came right to Gillette, who bounced it wide of the cage. McDermott with the backup. He'll bring it forward. Up top for Venzi. Venzi drops it off for Berge. Berge, using that big body, goes behind the head and scores. Brett Berge with the hat trick. Said he used that big body against his defender. It's like, okay, fine, I'll just whip it behind the head, score, no problem. Matching what Ty Gaugler did, maybe even upping the level of difficulty on that. Gaugler came across really untouched. Berge just had to improvise in the moment. McGovern whips it to the middle of the field for Touche. Berge on attack now. As is Luke Wendler. Berge, the spin move. Goes out for McGovern, who rips it high. It'll be Schwartz with the backup, so True Platform will come away with the ball. They've tried all game long to push the attack. As it's taken away, McDermott. McGovern couldn't quite handle the catch, and Black with the pickup. But again, True Platform through the first 2.5 quarters, they tried to get the ball out and really score in transition before Propeller Alera could get themselves set up on defense. Has not worked as well in the last 10 to 15 minutes. It's 5 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter, a 2-goal lead for Propeller Alera. That's what they had heading into the quarter. Each team scored once here in the fourth. Loose in the middle, and somehow Wahlstrom bounces that one, and it is a goal. I wasn't sure if he was going to have a crease violation there. It's a hat trick for Wahlstrom. It's back to a 1-goal game. Ball still loose on the faceoff, and DeTrolio picks it up himself. Back to Mankowski. Mankowski, near side, McDermott. Passes it back to Touche. Far side, Venzi. Venzi comes back across the midline, and that allows Berge to come up on offense. A tough catch there on the pass from Mankowski. Berge, the hesitation move, starts the drive in, pulls it back out, now spins around, shot. How did that get through? How did that ball get through? I'm going to watch the replay because I'm still amazed. You know, when I took physics, I was taught that two solid objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time, but it sure looked like the goalie was there. It's back up to a 2-goal lead as we approach the midway mark of the fourth quarter. And it's going to be Schwartz coming away with it. But the pass, ooh, nice play by Josh Smith to be able to scoop that up. Smith was able to get to it right before it crossed the sideline. So here's Black trying to turn the corner on Venzi. Goes all the way behind the cage. Ball bounces, but it's picked up by Smith out near midfield. Under 7 minutes to play, 2-goal lead for Propeller Alera. Here's Wallstrom, who has 3 goals today for True Platform. Wallstrom dips his way inside and scores again. A 4th goal for Wallstrom. He scored the last 2 goals for True Platform, and once again, it's back to a 1-goal game. Ball placed out at midfield. DeTrolio and McCarthy go at it, and this time it's 2 wins in a row now for McCarthy. Smith up top, Black, and the save made by Hudgens. He's going up long, and he's got Taché. Taché into the attack zone. Tries to bounce it past the keeper, Tabasso. Backed up by Dean Gillette. As Propeller Alera trying to give True Platform a taste of its own medicine with the transition attack. Wendler. Berge. Back to Wendler. Wendler trying to break down Black. Flips it over to Berge. Berge rifles it just wide of the cage. McDermott had the backup. Under 5 to play in this 1-goal game. It has been an incredibly entertaining game. Neither team has had more than a 2-goal lead all day. McDermott trying to work his way in on his own. Breaks clear and gives it to Dean Gillette behind the cage. Gillette. McDermott. Had a step, but good recovery there by Topley. Loose in the area, and finally picked up by Tabasso. Tabasso able to flip it over the top to Topley. And here comes True Platform on the attack. It's Smith coming down the right side and now backs it out for Shillingford. Far side, Black. Now Wallstrom trying to weave his way in. He's got 4 goals. Black has his shot blocked. And it's picked up by Propeller Alera. Coming back the other way, Venzi up ahead for Gillette. Gillette rolls it out to midfield for Berge. Berge, hesitation, Venzi, shot, save made by Tabasso. Time starting to become a factor. So we approach 3 minutes to play in this 1-goal game. Smith. Trying to go up top, now finding the cutter from behind the cage. Shot, score. It's Wallstrom. He's got 3 in a row for True Platform, 5 in the game, and we are tied at 12-12. Now those face-offs become even more critical. DeTrolio has owned the face-off circle so far today, but McCarthy has won the last two. DeTrolio comes away with it cleanly this time, however. Under 2 minutes to play. McGovern really owned the last couple of minutes of the third quarter. He's got 5 goals and an assist today. Can he put away the game winner? We're under 90 seconds left in a 12-12 game. Here's Taché. Working his way in on Shillingford. Out for Berge. Berge cuts to the left, picked up by another defender. Tried to go back into the middle for Taché, and it's picked off by Klieger. Klieger loops it up ahead for Shacklett. Shacklett, the long stick, shot, saved. Race for the backup. And it's going to be picked up by True Platform. Hudgens out of position and then dives to make the save on the shot. 40 seconds left. Hudgens has made 3 10-bell saves today. One last shot for True Platform. Under 30 seconds remaining. Shillingford. Up high for McKeon. McKeon trying to work his way in. Loses the ball. Black comes away with it. Black, the shot, the save by Hudgens again. And that is how regulation will end. And we are going to overtime. Boy, watch this play again by the goalie Hudgens. He was out of his cage. Smith takes the shot, had the open net, and Hudgens comes diving across. So let me pull up the email, and we will read to you the official overtime rules. According to the rules that we've got, overtime will be untimed and on a golden goal. So again, these face-offs become even more critically important. Because whoever wins possession can very easily win the game. It may sound simple and obvious, but that's where we are right now. So again, that is why these face-offs in overtime are so much more important, because there's only going to be one face-off in overtime. We're going golden goal here. Tied at 12-12. Neither team has had more than a 2-goal lead all day. Neither team will have more than a 2-goal lead today. So once again, we've got DeTrolio versus McCarthy. DeTrolio has won the majority of them today. And he wins another one as Propeller Alera comes away with it, moving from left to right. Mankowski. I mean, you'd think that they really need to get the ball to Griffin McGovern here. He has 5 goals and really just dominated that one stretch of the game that gave Propeller Alera the lead that they enjoyed until the waning seconds. Here's McDermott. Wanted to give it to McGovern. Instead has to go behind the cage. Gillette open on the right side. They give it to Gillette. Started in, backed it out. Gillette double marked. He tries to bounce it, and the save made by Tabasso. So now it goes over to True Platform. Up ahead for Ratura. Dom Ratura onto the far side for Smith. Wallstrom. Up top for Black. Shillingford for Smith. Back to Shillingford. Here's Black. Turnaround shot fired wide by Brett Gaugler. It'll stay on this end. And we are in overtime. Golden goal. Wallstrom. Trying to break down Venzi one-on-one. Shot and a save made by Hudgens. So each goalkeeper has made a save in overtime. Hudgens has made a couple of absolutely brilliant stops today. So he gives it to Berge, crossing midfield. I don't think Propeller Alera was ready for that one. They were offsides. Here comes True Platform. Black starts the scoring and ends the scoring. As Owen Black with the goal that wins it. His third of the game. And True Platform wins it by a final of 13-12 in overtime. Bit of a mental mistake at the end, not being able to get everybody on side. True Platform wins the 2024 NCSLL title. The championship t-shirts are being handed out to True Platform. I believe we will have the trophy presentation. Again, True Platform scoring the final 2 goals in regulation and then the game-winning goal in overtime. The players all changing into their NCSLL championship t-shirts for the trophy presentation. Great game played by both teams. In the end, as we said, it was Owen Black who started the scoring. He had the first goal of the game, and he had the golden goal in overtime. And this league was formed in 2022 with the HEADStrong Foundation introducing the Nicholas Kaluri Summer Lacrosse League. It's an 18 summer lacrosse league consisting of current D1, 2, and 3 collegiate men's lacrosse players divided into conferences and teams over the course of a 7-week regular season and 2 weeks of single elimination playoffs to advance to the championship game. The NCSLL comprises more than 200 collegiate athletes from Greater Philadelphia representing 75 NCAA programs. Goal is to foster professional networking opportunities for collegiate lacrosse players in the Greater Philadelphia region through the game while demonstrating servant leadership and advancing the mission of the HEADStrong Foundation as the trophy is provided to True Platform, the 2024 NCSLL champions. Both teams are going to have a presentation out at midfield. So the coordinator and organizer of the league talking to the two teams and going to present their top fundraiser awards. Top fundraiser, $967. That's what it's about. Trying to provide families that don't have much of an opportunity or who are facing that cancer diagnosis. Award being presented to Propeller Alera's face-off man, Sam DiTrolio. And that is going to wrap it up for us here this evening. I want to thank our entire SFBN crew that was on board today, as well as the NCSLL for allowing us to bring you this championship match. For everybody involved in the broadcast today, I'm Chad Cooper saying, have a good evening, everybody.